Hi, Kimiko. Hi, Luke. It is wonderful to meet you both. My name is Candy from candypalooza.com, and I'm so excited for everyone to enjoy Baby Shark's big movie.
Woohoo!
Right? Yes. Can you both share how you came to be a part of the cast for Baby Shark's big movie?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was a good old-fashioned audition. You just get one of those in your inbox and do a double take and go, "Baby Shark!" Whoa. Yeah, it was sort of that situation exactly. I saw the audition. I was like, "Wow, I have to get this job. It's so cool. I would love
Right?
to play Baby Shark." Yeah, and I never thought it could be possible, and here we are.
And
Love
for
it.
me, like in particular to the film, because we had been working on the show for quite some time, it only felt natural that a movie was in the works. So it's like, yes, finally
Mhm.
getting to do this, and on a more grand scale, longer format. So it was
Exactly.
really cool. But for me, booking the role of William, weirdly, I think I was the only person on the planet that didn't know what Baby Shark was. So when it came in, I was just like, oh, okay, it's just another Nickelodeon show, be cool. And so I did the first take and sent that off, and it was cool. Came back, did another audition, but in
Mhm.
between, I'd come to realize what it was, and I was like, whoa!
Right.
And I proceeded to tell the creators and producers, hey guys, don't know if you really know this, but it's kind of a big deal. It's like 7 billion views on YouTube, and they were like, yeah. Ah, got it. And then I got it and I booked the job, and I'm so happy that I'm a part of this phenomenon. It's crazy to me.
Yes, absolutely. And that's my follow-up question for that is, knowing that it is such a huge phenomenon, like what are your thoughts? Do you think to yourself, have you and we've interviewed people in animation films before, and when they do the voices are so iconic. So you think to yourself, I think to myself, I'm like, do you guys ever like play with people and you do the voice and they're like, have you ever done that?
Sometimes.
Probably more like at conventions, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they're
that's
waiting for it. They're
typically where it
expecting.
comes into play.
Yeah,
A lot of people, for
definitely.
me, they don't I'll tell them that I'm on Baby Shark, and I'll tell them that I play William, and then they're like, "Which one are you?" And it's like, I've just told you I'm William. I'm the orange fish. They're like, "Huh?" And it's just because I sound quite different than what I sound in real life that they're just not able to kind of connect the two. It's like in the
Hmm.
show, I'm like, "I'm up here," and so they whoa. I watch it sometimes too, and I'm quite surprised that that sound is coming out of my mouth.
So, it's interesting that you mentioned that. Can you both share how any tips on how you do maintain your voice during the recording of the voices?
Lots of tea, lots of tea. Doing vocal warm-ups also, like you never want to skip those. It feels easy to just like take shortcuts, but if you do that, especially if you have a long day, like sometimes you do 4-hour records, and that can be kind of taxing, especially because they're so excited and dynamic. Um, Tea and warming up and making sure to keep things in check, like I don't think there's ever been this moment, but it's a safe space so you can say like, hey, like I'm sort of getting tired, and like you can find a different time to do these things as well. So there's always that aspect too, just looking out for yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely. Be your best
Hot
advocate, of
tea,
course.
hot water as well. I find really helps. Honey, of course, in your hot tea. I have a steamer that I'll use before I go into the session every time. I also have one of those neti pot things that
Mhm.
is one of the most horrific experiences anyone can experience in life. But it just clears every single thing out of your nose. So I'll do that every before every session. Like Kamiko was saying, vocal warm-ups 100%. And I've also got a nebulizer that I use from time to time to just keep this as lubricated as possible. But yeah, hydration, and sleep.
Right.
And
Yeah,
no
those are
shouting either.
Yeah. On your off time, don't push it.
wow. Yeah, those are great tips because it's like you mentioned, Kimiko, the voices you guys, they're so excited and just so like, oh, so that has to do, I mean, has to definitely put a strain on you
Yeah.
guys. So that's amazing. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, one of the things is, we ask people, what do you want people to take away from the film, right? But I want to know, what is one thing that will stay with you, as part of, this film,
The fact that we got to share the screen with Cardi B.
I love that. I love that.
Amazing.
Yes.
Plans pass. I mean, how can you forget?
Yeah.
Immortalize that forever.
Right.
In Hypen, Ashley Tisdale. Oh my gosh. Chloe. The list just goes on and on and on. But
Yeah.
Amazing.
outside of that, like I I don't know, I just think that, the friendships in this film are so good, and hopefully the people kind of it sticks with them, like how Baby and William were able to repair their friendship
Right.
in this movie. And of course the songs. Hello.
You can listen on Spotify, the whole album. So good. Over and over, just like the Baby Shark theme song.
Right. It's fantastic. And of course, you both are, you've done so many different things. How does working on animated projects compare to live action and working in theater?
Well, it's pretty different. I mean, on camera stuff especially is different from voiceover. Voiceover and I think Broadway like theatrical stuff kind of
Mhm.
feel like they go hand in hand because you're utilizing the same like expression and the bigness and like when you're playing to the back of the house, you have to like make sure that you're conveying the emotions just like through your voice because you can't always see like close-ups like on camera. But yeah, I think what I enjoy so much is like being able to do on camera stuff, which is, a whole other genre than voiceover. And voiceover has singing, which was my first love. And oftentimes when I'm doing on camera work, I don't get to implement that as often. So it's very exciting for me to get to do all of it. I feel like every part of like childhood Kimiko is just like screaming with joy at all times.
What about for
Absolute.
you?
Pardon?
I said, what about for you, Luke?
Yeah, I think it just differs in the sense that there's no hair and makeup and costume,
Right?
and you can just arrive and we're going straight to work. I love it. And it's nice because you get to use a different part of your imagination. We don't see anything. A lot of times people think that we often voice things to something that's already been animated. And it's the exact opposite of that, actually. The animators work to our voices. And so we have to kind of build out this whole world in our minds. And it's such a surprise when we get to finally see it, if it's like maybe a year or even 2 years sometimes later. So it's such a surprise for us to kind of experience this for the first time too, which is why I'm so excited that we get to share Baby Shark's big movie with the rest of the world on March 5th when it's available
Yeah.
on, digital download.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just so exciting that this thing that you've created and given your performance to in your head now comes to life.
Yes. Beautifully. You said that beautifully. And we are so excited for everyone to experience Baby Shark's big movie. It is currently available streaming on Paramount Plus, but March 5th. So we're so excited. Thank you again for
Yeah.
speaking with me, Kimiko and Luke. It's been such a pleasure, and just Baby Shark. I love it.
Baby Shark. Thank you, Candy.
You.